Oh boy. This one might start a bit controversy. Maybe. What is up, YouTube stoners and everyone alike? I'm your host, the Cairo Kush, and in this video, we're going to be talking about if cannabis withdrawals are real. Let me start out by saying all this information that I'm providing is from personal experience. I haven't even looked this up. Well, I've done some research. I can't tell you the websites because I was at work when I was doing this research with my supervisor, so we were figuring out all the ins and outs of it. But the stuff that I'm about to tell you is from personal experience and yeah, what I'm going through. So we're gonna be talking about cannabis withdrawals, and if there's even really any cannabis withdrawals, you guys, because some people like to argue that there isn't, and some people like to argue that there is, and it just kind of like, I guess it really depends on who you are and how much you smoke and what you're really going through, you know, things like that. What you smoke for, yada yada yada. So let's dig into it, you guys. Let's talk about this. So, day one of non-smoking cannabis. Well, let's back it up before even that. Let's back it up before this. We have to establish if people are chronic smokers or not. So you have to establish if you're a big-time smoker or not. And when I say big-time smoking, I mean like smoking every day, regularly. Because a lot of research I've done online, it doesn't really talk about people smoking every day. It talks about people smoking maybe 4 or 5 times a week. It doesn't say every day. This is for someone who smokes every day, which I did. And I smoked every day probably for about, without a good long period of break, for about probably 4 or 5 years, honestly, like without a good, I'd say 3 years, a good solid 3 years, because I started smoking for a medical purpose about 3 years ago, and that's when I really started smoking every day, basically then on out. So, we're going to be talking about this, another factor, if you're smoking for recreational use or medical use. Mine's a little bit of the both. Of course, I don't need to smoke every day for my medical use, so some of it's recreational, but I also have a medical purpose behind it too. So we have to look at that as a factor. Now, let's talk about day one. On the first day, there really wasn't any kind of issues or anything like that. I had a little bit of a craving, like I really wanted to smoke, but I didn't smoke, so we were Gucci. And then day two comes around, which was today, actually, as a matter of fact. And today has been a little bit more complicated, for dang sure. Today I've experienced what felt like someone really like squeezing on my brain, I guess you could say. And like, it wasn't a headache, but like it felt like in my head I felt weird, and I was sweating really easily. I was definitely out of breath, that's for dang sure. And I just felt funny, like kind of like a blurriness. And I've had like memory loss for dang sure, like foggy memory, and everything's just been like a blur. Now, that is withdrawals. That's like, I don't care what anybody says, you can argue with the fact that that's cannabis withdrawals, no matter what. Now, I did do a little bit of research, like I said. We kind of looked it up. I can't tell you the websites, that's why I didn't really want to say I've kind of looked it up, but I mean I have. And a lot of the things that I'm going through is apparently cannabis withdrawals. Now, apparently though, this is severe cannabis withdrawals. There's cannabis withdrawals and severe cannabis withdrawals. And what I'm going through is severe cannabis withdrawals. And from what we were reading on there, I could have cravings of smoking weed for up to a year. Up to years. Like, it could take years for that to go away. So it's saying it could take months to years. And also, what it was saying, fuck, I just got blanked, you guys. Like, that's that fucking foggy memory, dude. I hate that so much. Like, I cannot stand that. Oh, but it did say that the withdrawals factor of it should be gone within a week to 2 weeks. Now, I've taken tolerance breaks before, and I've never really experienced anything what I've experienced today. Like, I don't know if it was just because I've been sick a couple days ago. You can beat the odds, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna beat the odds, bro. Definitely gonna make it happen. One thing I can say is that I'm not really having the urge to smoke, and I've found ways to kind of occupy myself during my pastime. So I don't ever have the urge to smoke anymore, which is awesome. When pieces are put up, I mean, I can look at them and not want to smoke. That's fine. I will say one thing that's hard is coming up on the channel and not smoking. That's the one thing I'm trying to work on, because I'm just so used to getting on here and just smoking, and I can't right now, which is now making the craving come 10 times bad right now. Definitely having some cravings right now, but like my homie just said, I can beat the odds, dude. I got this, you guys. I'm not gonna stress about it really, and it'll be good. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good. It'll be good. I just want to really detox my system. I haven't gone without cannabis in my system since I was probably 15 years old. Straight up, point blank period. I don't think that was probably the last time it's been since I've had no cannabis, point blank, zero, nada in my system. That's hard to believe, dude. That blows my mind. It's been 5 years since I've had a clean system. Really weird. That's why I just want to do it. I guess you could say I'm detoxing myself, clearing everything out of my body, and giving my body a little bit of time to be sober and realize what it's like to be sober. Because in reality, until all this THC is out of my system, I'm not 100% sober. So once I get all of it out of my system, then I'll feel like I'm sober again. I bet it feels nice. To be honest with you, bro, to be honest, it really kind of does. Like today, it sucked at the beginning, but when I got home and towards the end of the day, I felt a little bit more clear-headed in a sense of the way sometimes, but then that foggy memory comes back, but I felt great. Yes, cannabis withdrawals are real. I get chills for the most part and just generally cold. Also, for 2 to 3 days after quitting, I struggle eating, and other than that, it's fine. Yeah, for real, I did get chills, man. I got, like, it's generally cold for real, and after quitting, I struggled eating. Yeah, eating has definitely been a struggle. Like, when I eat, my stomach definitely is upset, and I'm not eating nearly as much as I usually eat. Like, I'm not nearly eating more food, but yes, cannabis withdrawals are real, dude. They're real, and honestly, they're kind of a pain. Like, today, I was saying earlier, it just felt like someone was, like, squeezing the side of my head. And it didn't hurt. It just felt weird, man. Like, it wasn't a headache. It was just someone squeezing right here, just squeezing. And my today's just been like a blurry kind of, like, I had really bad foggy memory for a good majority of the day. But I will say that I am starting to feel like, in a sense of the way, like, different. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe, you guys. I definitely can tell that I'm starting to get more and more of this THC out of my system. And one of the things that I did read online was that it said to drink water, eat a lot of potassium, like things with potassium in it, and drink cranberry juice, and that should help with the withdrawals and get it through quicker. Because it said the faster you can detox yourself, the faster you'll get through with the withdrawals. And they did say it's only about 1 or 2 weeks until it's completely gone, and then after that you feel like complete different. And apparently it's a proved scientific fact. I don't know. I have to go tell y'all what website I got this from, because I don't want y'all to just think this is true. But apparently, after quitting cannabis, your IQ jumps. It goes up. Your IQ starts going up. And I don't know if that's true, but from everything that we were reading, that's apparently a real fact. What are you doing, girl? Oh, you need that? There's another water in there. Hey, I didn't even get a drink, girl. Give that back. Let me take that other water in there, girl. Thank you, babe. But that's why I'm trying to drink, like, lots and lots of waters. Too bad it's not hot, so I go out there and sweat it out. No lie. And dude, I have been sweating really, really easy, dude. Like, it's cold in the shop that I work in because, you know, it's winter time. But I was sweating, dude. Like, I was sweating. And another thing, I've been having really vivid dreams, and apparently that's another thing that's a part of the withdrawals, like vivid dreams. And that's not a bad thing in my opinion. I like that. Like, I love the fact that I'm dreaming. That's awesome, dude. Like, to me, dreaming is the coolest shit in the world. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's my favorite thing about sleep is to dream. But yeah, man, it was crazy. I woke up with cold sweats too. Like, I get cold sweats pretty bad now, and I don't know if that's just part of that, but I mean, naturally I have cold sweats as it was. Like, me and my little brother, we have very bad cold sweats, and it sucks, man. I hate having cold sweats. It pisses me off. But fuck, you guys, I just went blank. I was gonna tell you something, but I completely forgot. Oh, no, fuck, that wasn't it. Oh yeah. no, I don't know. You guys, I looked up something, and no, I'm not encouraging just this because this is an illegal substance, but I've learned how to make DMT. Yes, I know how to make DMT, and it's actually pretty freaking simple the way that I watched how to do it. And I'm going to give it a try, you guys. When I want to quit, I switch to a low THC, high CBD strain. The withdrawals are not really there. You just do less and less, and yeah, that seems to work for me. See, that does seem pretty smart, man. Someone was definitely telling me today, like, they were like, why don't you just go get, like, some CBD juice or some CBD isolates and vape the CBD and see if that helps with the withdrawals. And I was like, I thought about it, but I was like, man, I gotta just kind of, like, try to do this cold turkey, because anything that I quit, I do it cold turkey, and that seems to work the best for me, because if I slowly try to take myself off, then I just don't ever quit. Hey, David, it's definitely been a minute. I haven't stopped yet, but I haven't took a dab in 3 days, and I only smoked one bowl at night. Nice, dude. That's slowing down a lot. See, I slowed down quite a bit too. I can't say that I didn't slow down, because before I quit and went cold turkey, I did slow down my smoking tremendously. Like, I was smoking 1 time a day, and that was it. I was taking like 2 or 3 dabs, and that was it. Like, I made a gram of dabs last me a whole week, which is a complete shock, because I was going through a gram a day at one point in time. So to go through a gram in a week compared to a gram in a day, it's really awesome. Now, I definitely want to try this DMT one time, you guys, because I like to dream, dude. Dreaming is like one of my favorite things, and being able to try DMT would be awesome. Now, I'm not encouraging you guys to go do that. Don't do that. By no means, it's an illegal substance, and you can get in trouble, just like I could get in trouble as well, which means I'm not going to be trying to take it. I'm hella sick with the flu. Dang, dude, like, everybody I know is sick right now, and I just got over a sickness New Year's weekend, and it sucked, dude. I was like really bad. Bro, if that shit works, you already know. You already know, dude. The only thing about making it though is this root bark powder that you're supposed to get is very, very expensive. It's like, for 150 grams, it's like $149, like, no lie. So it's like $1 a gram, and that's like the main ingredient. Get out of here, girl. Be alright. DMT is legal. But yeah, it'd be something crazy to try and all that good shit, but I'm not gonna be doing all that, because like I said, it's too expensive to go buy this root bark powder, and it's crazy. You can make your money back though. Yeah, no lie. Yeah, no lie. You can make a hell of a profit off of it, probably, just depending on how much you yield out of it during the process, you know what I mean? Just depends on how much you yield. But I like to dream. My main things about dreaming is, like, when I dream, you guys, like, I can see like loved ones that passed away. So, like, it's like I get a day spending with my friends and family that are deceased for a day, even though they're gone. You know, that's why I like dreaming, because sometimes I do dream about them, and when I do, it's awesome. I have not smoked in a week because of this sickness. It hurts too much. Dang, dude. A whole week. And I understand that, dude. Like, when I was sick, it was so unenjoyable to dab, dude. Like, it was the most unenjoyable thing ever. And I remember taking my last dab, which I didn't take on camera. I thought about doing it on camera, but I didn't want to. Kind of just wanted to enjoy my last smoke time to myself, in a sense of the way. But I did come up on YouTube before I finished it off and kind of try to do it. And I did tell how I was describing how dabbing is really just destroying my lungs and made it an unenjoyable experience, because I was just sitting there dying, coughing, and it was just making my head pound, and it wasn't enjoyable. And when I was high, you couldn't really feel the high, because, you know, you're sick. So it was like, it just didn't work. It just didn't work. It sucked. But if I do smoke again, you guys, I probably won't actually smoke. I'm probably gonna consume an edible. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna when I do this again, which will be later, way later on down the road, we're gonna eat a highly potent edible, like a highly potent edible, and we're gonna record the process. Like, we're gonna start out with me eating it, and we're just gonna go through it and describe how I'm feeling and everything like that, from going from a very long lunch break. This is probably gonna be months down the road, you guys. It's not gonna be like, I'm about to switch over to the smoking, but not buying anything for myself. I'm about to switch over to the smoking, but not buying any for myself. But I feel you, but I went hard New Year's Eve, 15 blunts. Dang, dude, 15 blunts. And what do you mean you're not gonna buy for yourself, Parker? Explain. I'm about to switch over to the smoking, but not buying any for myself. Nice. But when I do eat this edibles, though, you guys, when we do go through this, it's gonna be months down the road. It's not gonna be. It might be at the end of February, beginning of March type deal, or even longer than that. I don't know, man. Like I said, I just want to like detox myself, and not only that, a good thing I stopped because we do have a random drug test coming up. And just because cannabis is legal doesn't mean you can have it in your system, unfortunately, so you can still get in trouble. Like, it's not that I'm going to get fired or anything like that. They're not saying that. It's just it'd be better if none of us had any of that in our system, but if we do, they understand type deal. Like, I'm going to smoke but not buy it. Oh, okay, I feel you. So, like, if a homie has it, you're going to smoke with the homie, but you're not going to buy any. I see what you're saying. Smart, man. That's smart. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if I'll buy an edible from the dispensary, like make an edible at home. I don't know. If I make one at home, there's no way to regulate how much milligrams of THC is in it, but what we'll do is we're going to make like a little personal cake, and we'll put like, if we do this at home, we'll make like a little personal pancake, and we'll put like, yeah, and if no one has any, it'll be a mini break. Exactly, it'll be a mini break. And we'll probably put like 4 or 5 grams of dabs in that one little personal cake, and we'll eat that, and then we'll talk to you guys and let you guys know the experience in the field, and I'll probably wind up passing out on camera or something. And if that happens, then I'll just have a live stream of me sleeping for freaking gosh knows how long till my phone dies. But I want to try that, you guys, later, way later on down the road. Way later on down the road. Either that or I'll buy an actual edible from the dispensary, like 1,000 milligram edible. And we'll try that. Ooh, excuse me, you guys. It's nice to come up on here and vent, though, you guys. It kind of helps, honestly. I was really bored. I couldn't think of anything to really do, so I was like, what should I really do, you guys? I was like, you know what? I might as well go up on the YouTube and make a live stream and talk for a little bit. And just kind of, like, start bringing some content that's not cannabis related. Well, this actually was cannabis related. But bring content that's not cannabis smoking to the channel. Because I'm not smoking in this video. But we did talk about cannabis in here, which is really, you know, I guess it kind of works, huh? I've been trying to play Xbox for a while, you guys, and it's fun, but I get bored easy. For what we need to, oh shit, my phone's at 10%. For real, we need to make them how we did last time. I was high for 2 days, no lie. Dang, 2 days, dude. Holy snap, crackle and pop. Bear with me, you guys. I need to put my phone on the charger. Alright. I was at work, happy as a motherfucker, hell yeah. Dang, dude, at least you could function off of it. Every time I eat an edible, especially a strong one, I get really tired. Like, extremely tired. Let me make sure my phone's charging. Yeah, it's charging. I could tell because I didn't want to wake and bake. Nice. Dang, dude. That's how you definitely know. If you didn't want to wake and bake, you're definitely still stoned, man. And fuck, dude, I figured out a way to make them even more potent than I did before. So, if we do make edibles again, they're gonna be bad, dude. It's gonna be bad. Especially putting 3 or 4 grams on a little personal pancake, dude. That's like, it's like 2,800 milligrams of THC. Yeah, dude, yes. You know how to make it stronger. I know, huh? This is gonna be trippy. And if I did like 4 grams, it's like 2,800 milligrams of THC. That's like twice, almost 3 times the amount of 1,000 milligram. And I've seen those, apparently those are really strong. And to be coming off of a tolerance break, especially after a few months of tolerance break, it's gonna hit me like a ton of bricks, dude. It's gonna be like, I'm just gonna be like, zoning. I'm not even gonna be able to talk, you guys. Like, I'm gonna be talking to you guys, and next thing you know, I'm just gonna be like, my words gonna start slowing down, and the next thing you know, I'm just gonna be completely out of it. But damn, you guys, that's crazy. I can't wait though. I can't wait. Shoot. I guess, you guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and jump on out of here. We gotta do like 5 grams, but the same strain. Yeah, dude, for real. We'll have to do 5 grams or something, dude. We'll figure it out, OGG. We'll figure it out. You definitely have to come over, dude. We're gonna have to hang out sometime, maybe this weekend or something, so you can come up on the channel and smoke. And then that'll really put me to the test and watch you guys smoke and me not hit it, because that's something I've never done. I've never done that before. But we're gonna figure it. We'll see what we can do. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite. Let me know what you guys want to see next on the show. Other than that, the Cairo Kush is out.